Welcome to Railfans Canada. I'm Shane Sege. Joining me today is Opinder Sadana, who's a rail instructor here at OC Transpo. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you for inviting me, sir, and welcome on board for line 2 and line 4. And here we are at the simulator building. We trained people here, our new operators, with the simulator before they go out and get in the real train. So we have a certification program here, the rules certification 1 to week 5, and then we have a 2 weeks on the vehicle training, and then they go on a OJT with the on-job instructors, and then get about a 3 weeks training with them. So it's quite intensive training that they have to go through to become a certified diesel rail operator.
So in a few minutes, we're going to be going inside the cab to learn about the actual operation. Over here is where you provide support during those scenarios. So what kind of things happen over here?
So here we have a different scenario. We can put 7 trains on a track and then 4 trains, or based on the scenario, we can run the drills like if there's a fire on board, or there's an emergency on the track, or signaling system, something malfunction, or passenger issue, or somebody press the EDR or open the door. So the biggest part is that how operator gonna be manage those scenarios. One part is, yes, you need to know how to operate the train and all those functions, but this is a very little part of the job. The biggest part is that when it comes to these kind of real life situation, as an operator, are you skilled to manage those? I have a big binder here, all the standard operating procedure. So there are a lot of stuff we do, and also now the winter is coming, weather related, we can throw some snow, like a big fog, all haze, heavy rain, how the train reacts in these scenarios, and how operator have to manage those time. Before they step into the real train, they are already prepared what to expect and how to do it and how to manage, because with us, we give them all the tools they needed. So that makes OJT instructor job a little bit easier, because those people already know what's gonna come when they go out.
So in this video, we're going to be taking a look at O train line 2
Yes.
and line 4, and we're going to be driving the Alstom Coradia Lint, the trains that have been in service since 2015, and the new Stadler FLIRT, which is going to be introduced very soon on the line.
Yes, it is.
Let's take a look.
Yes, let's go.
We're now going to take the train from Bayview Station all the way to Limebank in the south. So first step, starting up the train.
Yep, so to start up, we're gonna activate the cab first. So that beep and lights tells that everything is running properly. If any light is missing, so we know that, okay, that needs to be taken care. So right now we are at the Bayview Station. Usually when we are at the Bayview Station, all the engines are running, because we don't shut down the engines on the track. It's just most of the time we activate and deactivate the cab based on the direction we are going. Because right now we are starting, so we're gonna start the engines here. All DM on. Yep, just let go. And you can see all the RPM engine speeds are speeding up here. So that means they are all running now. And then we come back here. So every time we come to those terminus station, here we do the reduced brake test. In order to perform the test, we can just press this button here and then test. You can see the pressure here, and then we bring this thing all the way down. See, the braking is 100%. Go up in the neutral and then finish the test. That's called reduced test. It takes less than 30 seconds. It's just checking that everything is running properly in that.
Okay.
So again, we do the left to right to start with that. These are the door controls here. Here we have our light, bell, sender, and that's a screen tells us our speed and signaling system, what's coming ahead, our brake pressures, and another screen with the different features, and then we have all that side that tells us that about internal train systems. So we come back at home. So let's pull this one back into the braking. Yep, a little bit more. That's good. So it's holding the brake, and then we can put this one up. This is a speed selector. Here you will see that red knob is going up. So if I want to hold my speed, let's say we are leaving station at 10 kilometer an hour, because it's a terminus station, I can press this one, it's lock. So even I put a full throttle up, it's not gonna let go more than 10.
So it's like a speed limiter.
Yes.
Okay.
And this is a direction selector. We go into the forward direction. So right now those brakes are, with this sign, it's telling us the brakes are holding it. So once we are ready to move, we can release the brake, and the icon will change here. Here we go. So now we are all set to go. Once we are all set, we close the door, and then we ring the bell here, the same procedure, and bring it up, wait, and then press that, yep, little bit up, and here we go, we start moving. And this we call the signal 104, proceed with restricted, and this is C5. So this one here we don't need to worry about if now my speed is 10, even I let go the throttle all the way up, the train will not go more than 10 kilometer an hour. In order to take it to 25, yeah, keep going. So let's say put it 25 here, and I press this one here, now the train is at 25. So I can do the different speeds with that. But I know my max speed on this track is 80, even though track is built for 85, but so far we are only going to 80. I can set it up on 80, this one here. But 80 track is gonna be available, not all the track is available at 80 kilometer, based on the direction and the station. It will open up the different speeds. So right now it's giving us a 50, but also it's coming in at, now it's bringing a 25 in 200 meters. So
how does this train perform compared to the Lind? Does it accelerate and brake more quickly and more responsive?
this is much efficient when it comes to, but again it's a personal preference. That's an old system, but very reliable. This is also a very luxury train. Very quiet, and it has a lot of room inside. We activate the bell approaching stations, and it's giving you speed less than 25. Now you will be aligning your train on this right side window. So start slowing down. This is much easy to handle. Yeah, if you put it neutral, it will keep moving. It's not like Alstom that it's going to come to complete stop. Here we go. We are good. The minute it stops, we close the bell and open the door on the right platform side.
Oh, and then we got the cameras here.
Yeah, so you can see that people are walking.
How long do you usually, is there a timer or a specified amount of time you should wait at a station? Or?
So in this screen, it tells you the dwell time for each station. So it's telling me the 1 hour 40 seconds, 1 minute 40 seconds. And every station have a dwell time based on the situation, that how busy that station is. And that dwell time they can change based on the crowd.
Okay.
So we close the doors.
We'll put the bell.
Yeah, ring the bell and then move. And when we call this signal C5, signal 204, turn out to stop. Flashing yellow is also a proceed, but it's telling me that further down I'm merging to the single track. Right now we are on the two tracks. So this is a west side of a track and another track is east track, and then we are merging to the single track. This train is 80 meters long and it has a capacity of 420 people at a time. So it's pretty big train. Yeah, press that again. It's giving you indication that when it's a white arrow comes, that you're speeding. And anytime the way in a lint we have a C5 button, this is the light is gonna lint if you let go the control. Start slowing down. We are on a, yeah, more, 25. Yeah, more. Here we have a EB now. And we need to ring the bell too. We are in the station. So when in real life that happens, we call mainline control and explain to them that I was over speeding and this is, I have a EB, and they give us a permission to clear the EB. Once we have a permission, so make sure you're in a braking. So we go EB release and then go to this button. Here we go. So now we again ring the bell. We want to make sure that there's nobody around the train and we start moving very slowly to allow that. So we make sure that all the air is good. Yeah, and very slowly. Now you see that sign on the right side, that white sign, you're going to align your window on that. Yeah, keep going, keep going, keep going.
So you want it in the middle part of the window here?
Yes, that's good. That's good. We can turn off the bell and open the doors on the left side.
If I push the wrong button, it knows not to open the door.
No, it will open. So that's why when we trained operator here, this is a very crucial part, because if you open the wrong side door and somebody is leaning on that door or jump out from a wrong door, it's a big issue. Not only that person who got off, because you don't want that person on the right of way, and it's very dangerous. So whenever we get on the station, we personally ask all the operators that you need to look on the side and then point that side, that your platform on that side, and then you open the door on platform side.
Okay.
Also, this icon here tells you that which side. If the yellow light is on the left side, that means the platform on the left side. So always check this icon before you open the doors.
Okay.
Call signal 202, proceed.
It's neat on the screen here. You can, I guess you can only see inside the cab when you're stopped, right?
Yes. It's all safety features because they don't want us to focus on anything else when the train is in motion.
Okay, so next stop is going to be Carlton, I think.
Yeah, so before that we're going to go through the tunnel. Signal 201, proceed. So C5, signal 201, proceed. So in the tunnel you see the speed is 80 and then it's going to get to 65. So have to be very, very careful. And we don't wait until the last minute to reduce the speed. So always have to prep first.
If you use the speed control here, would it, and you're going down the hill, would it hold the speed to not go over?
Yes, it will hold the speed. So right now it's a 65. Yeah, that's good. So it's coming a 40 now. So we have to prepare for the 40 and start slowing down gradually. Yeah, because you want to stay before that red knob. So slow down. Signal 306. We call the signal. That was turned out with restricted. And after that you are getting to the zone 35 and then 25 for the station. Yeah, down, down, down. See. So we are approaching now Carlton Station, southbound. So stations are always 25. So you want to pace yourself to get to 25 before the station starts and activate the bell. And also we do it when the another train coming, we can lower down the light. So basically now he passed, we can put it back up. See, the sign is coming on your right side, so make sure you align there. Perfect. Look at that. Good job.
Open the right doors.
Yes.
Oh, and the other train's leaving.
So when you see that platform is clear,
Close
you
doors.
can close the doors.
All right.
Let's say the signal, this one. So you have a C5, signal 303, turn out to stop. That also tells me that I'm merging to the single track. You can close the bell.
Yes, now we're heading over to pass over the Rideau River on the bridge.
Yes, and they also open up, they constructed the new pedestrian bridge there. Very beautiful bridge.
You get some great shots of the train from there.
Yes. So some interesting facts about this Stadler train. It's a 80 meter in length. Its comparison, a FLIRT vehicle is almost 20 meter longer than a hockey rink. And we have 7 trains in Ottawa for this capacity. And we'll be approaching Mooney's Bay Station.
Which used to be Confederation.
Confederation, yes. Now start adjusting your speed because we are approaching stations. So the sign on your right side, yeah. Keep moving. If you put it on a neutral, here we go. Good. Now that's good. Turn off the bell. Open the doors. Well, in about 2 more round trips, I think you are good for a certification, sir.
Okay, great. Thank you.
You're doing very good. So this is a new constructed bridge, and we are going over the via rail track. So we'll call this one C5, signal 408, proceed. Now here, when it comes to, again in a simulator it's hard to imagine, but in a real train you're going to be putting too much throttle here, the traction to go up the bridge, the minute your train is up there, then you have to apply the brake because you don't want your train to just go very fast. Because speeds, our leaving station is 25, then it's going to open up to 50. We can shut down the bell. Here we go. Yeah, you can go up to 50. Now give a more look. It's going all the way up, right?
Yeah.
And you have a very nice view from here to the pretty much everywhere.
Okay, so we're gonna see how well I handle the brakes going back down. So, yeah.
Especially when, because your half a train is other side of the bridge and half is gonna be this side. So, and this signal we have to call on the radio because that's a controlled signal. So manage your brakes here. Signal 407, turn out to stop, C5. And we see another train coming, so I'm gonna use the lights, lower the lights. And if this train is stationary, like it's not moving, then we also have to ring the bell passing this train. That's our operating rules.
So if he's still coasting or moving, then we wouldn't.
Then we don't need to ring the bell, but you still need to lower the light for that. That's good. So we are facing now flashing yellow, means turn out to stop, means we don't have to stop for this light. We can keep moving, and now we are merging from 2 tracks to the single track. Watch your speed, and we'll be approaching the next station, Walkley Station. That's also a new station added into the line. So they added the 16 kilometer of the new rail, Greenboro to Limebank and South Keys to Airport. We have 8 new station and 1800 park and ride spaces at the Greenboro and the Leitrim and the Boswell park and ride. Start slowing down. Look, the speed is coming down fast. Good. So this signal 401 to 502, that comes under special rules because there is a CN track goes through, that's we call interlocking. So we have to be very, very careful in this area. We have to be careful everywhere when you are handling this big equipment on a rail. But this area is, as I said, also controlled by RTC in Montreal, and then we follow through signal or verbal authorization. And in future, I'm not sure that how it's going to go, but so far, when we approach this signal, even the signal is green, a lot of time we have to get a verbal authorization from a control to go through this area because of CN track. So we call this one on the radio C5, signal 401, proceed, and then we move on to that. How do you like Stadler compared to the Lint?
It seems to respond better.
Yes, it's more user friendly.
Like there's no little intricacies, you know, where you have to nudge it a bit forward and then...
Yes, it's a personal choice too, as I said, like a lot of people like Lint better.
I like the bell on the Lint better.
Yes.
But you don't buy a train based on how the bell sounds.
Yes.
All right.
So slow down a little bit. Yes, that's good. So that's the part where CN rail goes. So there is a specific speed that we have to maintain, that if we are too slow on this part, it can break the system. So they ask us to just keep moving on a certain, like a 50 kilometer an hour or whatever is permitted speed. So start slowing down, the speed is going to come down very fast here. So we are approaching that Greenboro station now. And after Greenboro station, though, all the line we're going to be going, that's a new extension. So start slowing down here. We are coming a bit fast. Here we go. That's good. Yeah. Close the bell.
So we can see the cameras outside.
Yes.
And then we can also see the people going from
Yes,
the inside.
yes. So in case of any...
Oh, and you can also see inside the power pack.
Yes, you can also see through the, like if anybody activates the passenger intercom, those are the scenario we do it when we are training a new operators. And then you can see from your cab that who is calling and standing or situation, and you can talk to the customers. And based on situation, if you need any help from a control, we can call control. C5, signal 501, turn out to stop. One thing in this system that we have, that it's not that you are physically active here to managing, your mind is also engaged all the time, because there is so much to do. Even we say that there is a cruise kind of speed controller here. It's not like a car that I set it up and then forget about it. There's so much to do. So your mind is engaged all the time doing different things, which keeps operators more alert all the time. 606, proceed. Now we are approaching South Key Station. So you have a left side of the sign for the station. That's good. And on South Key Station, we also have our operator's room here to start the shift, to grab the radio. Right now there is a supervisor room at South Keys. So they come here, and then operator can report to the supervisor, grab their radios, or if they are starting from a Limebank Station, they can take a train from here to Limebank or Bayview based on their shift.
Okay.
(602) proceed. So it open up 80 right now. If you leave the traction all the way up, it is not going to take you more than 80. So it will hold that 80. But again, because the switch is coming, so the speed is going to come down. So you can keep it to the 65 for the safe. So signal 706, turn out to stop.
So right now we're a little over 4 kilometers to Leitrim.
The minute you get to the other track, here we go, we are changing the track now. Once you are clear of this track, now you can leave the, all the way up, and it's not gonna go over 80. Press the CFA. Here we go. So this is the longest stretch that you have it, that you can keep a max speed on that. But that does not mean that when I get to this stretch and I can put it on a 80 and hold on a speed limit and then relax. All the signals coming on the way, I still have to announce that and make sure that all the features, all the controls are working properly.
And when we announce the signals, you're announcing that over the radio, correct?
So there's a control signals, there is other signals that if the radio is busy, we still need to announce in the cab, and it's getting recorded. In case of any incident or the investigations happen, they listen those recordings, and they want to make sure that operator recognize that signal and he stated that signal properly before proceeded through the signal.
Okay. So now we're going to go down a hill, so we'll see how it handles that.
So signal 911.
Oh, and we can see like it's applying
Yep.
some brake.
Yeah, it'll.
Hey, that's really neat.
Yes, and that's a feature only in Stadler.
I mean, it doesn't make the job less demanding, but it makes it easier to have like a nice, smooth
Yes.
experience for the customer, so you're not constantly.
Yes. This train is actually pretty good, even to when you're stopping and picking up a speed. It's not, as I said, the bigger the trains, like heavy duty trains, they are very smooth. And they are very comfortable trains too, like they have a lot of room inside. So signal 907, proceed. Now we're getting to that double track again. You pay attention to the speed now, you only have a, start slowing down a bit, because sometimes the speed drops all of a sudden. In a simulator it's different. In real train that gives you a time. Start slowing down more. See, the bar comes fast. Yeah, in a simulator sometimes the grade does not act properly, but so now you're going actually a downgrade. Here we go. So this is a Leitrim, and we also have a park and ride here. That's good. This station is also going to be very popular because already have a lot of traffic on this side, and now new train is coming to this. Ottawa South expanded a lot, and a lot of construction happening, and people are waiting for this train.
So we're going to close the doors.
So C5, signal 901, proceed. So this signal I don't need to stay on the radio because we are on a double track. But still I need to recognize this signal before I proceed.
I mean, this trip from Bayview to Limebank is about 30-35 minutes, but I mean, it actually feels, well, I mean, I'm driving the train right now, I'm not looking at the clock, but it's actually feeling like it's going pretty fast.
Yes.
But there's a lot to see too, which is really
I think
nice.
it usually takes about, supposed to take about 35 to 40 minutes, because once in a revenue service, you have to count the customer time too, right? To get on board, and a lot of time people have mobility devices and others. So you have to count everything in there. There's another bridge we are approaching. So the next station we are approaching is Boswell. So it has bridges over both sides, before the station and after the station. And this one is the biggest park and ride. Right now, I think it's starting with the 800 car park, and it can expand up to 2000 car parking. So from people coming from Greeley, Manotick or Osgood, this is a place you can park your car and then take a train to downtown. So watch your speed here because you're on a downgrade.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, slow down, slow down. You can say it's early morning, so a lot of people on other track going to downtown to work. So on the way back, our train is going to be very busy.
Oops, I forgot the bell.
Yes, sir, you're not supposed to. Now start slowing down, 25 and less, and here we go. So the next signal we are facing right now, 1001, it's telling us to proceed with restricted. When you are on a restricted speed, you cannot go full track speed as 80. Based on a situation, when it's a restricted speed, they want to make sure that check the track or there's no issues or anything else abnormal or unsafe. When they know that something is going on there, or some next train complaint that there is some issues with the track, so they'll ask the following train that go on a restricted speed and look for those things. When another train confirm, then they put a work order based on that.
Okay, so now we have a green signal.
Green signal.
So 1001 C.
So C5. First,
C5,
this is your
proceed?
C5. Yeah.
Okay.
C5 signal 1001 proceed, and then we start moving.
Okay, so the next one's going to be the terminus Limebank.
Yes. At Limebank, as I said, we have now two platform. Like you can see even this one and the Leitrim, it's a double track. So based on that first train, where is the another train leaving, so they can give you either side of station to finish, and then you'll be starting. But on the way back, you'll be on the other track. The scenery is very nice, like very much, too much. If you love nature, you'll enjoy this ride here.
I mean, we're in the simulator right now. Have you been on the train doing the line before?
Yes.
Which part of this line do you enjoy the most?
I love this Bayview to Limebank and Limebank to Bayview. Airport is good too because you get to see the planes, because at the airport station, if you look on your right side, all you can see that Porter airline and the Prime Minister's plane landed there, like all kind of different stuff at the airport. Yeah, so it's coming to 60. Yeah, start slowing down, and if you want to see that 60, and you let go this one and just put it up and then hold this one. Yeah. Slow down a little bit. Here we go. Okay, give all the way up. That's it, because you're locked at 60 now, right? Even you let go the handle, it won't do anything. But make sure with the foot you're pressing those things. And now see the distance coming 300, so you next speed is coming to 80, but it won't be for too long. So This is good speed. Now another train passing. What we're gonna do?
Put the lights.
Yep.
So when you push that, there's a light at the very top of the train, I guess like a projecting
Yes,
light.
yeah.
That's the light that would
Yeah.
turn off?
CFA button. Press the CFA. Here we go. So start slowing down. So this signal is telling us proceed with restricted, slow down. Signal 1103, proceed with restricted. So now you're approaching, because it's a terminus station. Usually we have a 25 on the other station. This one is telling us 15 because they know that there's no track after that. So it's like extra layer of safety. Yeah. And this is a good thing here right now. You can lock your speed here. Let's say you're on a 5. Yeah. So on 10, and now after half you are on a 5. So this is a good feature that you don't need to worry about playing with the traction handle too much, because you can lock it and you can follow the distance 14 meter, and you can actually get a turtle mode to even a 1 kilometer an hour. This is
Jeez.
yeah.
Yeah, that would be very difficult to do with this.
Yeah. So it goes super slow.
I mean, I'm gonna just for the purpose of the video, I'm gonna stop the bell there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I would still go up to the platform.
Yes.
Stop sign, right?
Yes. So you can go up to yeah, but again when you press it's gonna lock. So we align that. That's good. And here we open the door on the platform
go.
C.
So now we're at the terminus. We would initiate our handover sequence to be able to transfer control to the other side.
Yeah.
So
First thing we do, we apply the parking brake here.
that one?
Yes, we wait here until that handle shows here that your brake is applied before we do anything else. Here we go. Now you see the brakes are applied, so we're going to put this one back.
Neutral.
This one doesn't matter. You can put the neutral, this one. And this one, again, we come back here this side and everything is good. And the door stays as it is because people can get on board if the door stays enabled. And then we just shut down from here.
And that's it.
That's it. And then we change the cab and then we go other side. That's how we change the cab. Engine keeps running. As I mentioned that we only deactivate the cab when we are leaving, and when we get to the new cab, we activate the cab and we do the reduced brake test, and then we follow the signal indication to proceed.
Great. So that's the trip from Bayview to Limebank.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
You're welcome.